Welcome to Steelfest 2022. It's Sunday, the fourth day. Everybody's been drinking and too much, sleeping too little, and here we are once again having a great band. This is Alfahanne from Sweden, and they are not your typical kind of a band. Let's get into that in a bit, but first I'll let these fine gentlemen introduce themselves. Sir, would you go first? Who are you and what are you doing in the band?
My name is Stefan and I play the keyboards.
Yeah, I'm Per Koldhammer. I play guitar and do the vocals.
Hello, my name is Niklas Åström and I play the drums.
Yes. So here we have three fine gentlemen doing a little bit of a combination, which I guess I could start describing as a combination of melodic metal, sleaze rock, rock and roll, a little bit of a post-gothic punk thing kind of. But the thing here is, when I was watching your show, and by the way, thank you for a good show. You were definitely one of my favorite ones here. But I really can't box you in one particular genre. And this was something that quite a few people asked me, like, so what is Alfahanne like? How would you describe it? And I'm like, they are not exactly black metal, they are not rock, they are not death metal. I'm like, okay, let me just use a bunch of words.
Yeah.
But if we forget my way of describing your music, how would you do that sales pitch?
No, it's so hard because it's rock, I guess. But this is our problem. It's people want to genre everything, and it's impossible to genre Alfahanne. And then I guess it's not good for us. It's a negative thing that we can't get genre. Because on Spotify and things like that, they like, where do we put them? It's hard. So it's hard for us, but we do what we like to do, and we don't actually care so much about genres. But it's not a good thing for us, I guess.
Yeah, no.
But
you get influenced by a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the main is darkness, I think.
Yeah.
In a way.
Everyone in the band, we come from black metal from the start. It's the
From
thing.
the roots, we all have when we formed Alfahanne, one main course is black metal.
Yeah.
Because we listened to it back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Per and I know him from Winterland, and I was hanging with Jon Nötveit and Macke Pesson in the back. And, so we had the black metal thing. And then we stopped listening to it. But when we started Alfahanne, the main it is black metal, but when they say don't do it blasting on the drums,
it's kind of like rock and roll.
Tempo rock.
Instead of just doing what it's supposed to be, Niklas, do it like you should listen to
like you play drums in AC/DC or something like that. Yeah, because if we would add blast beats and double pedals and stuff like that,
it would sound more like black metallic, especially with your kind of a semi-scream vocals. And definitely your melodies were reminding me a lot of Swedish melodic black metal bands sound. I mean, there's definitely a kind of layer, like you said, there's a little bit of dissection. I was thinking like Brave Murder Day, era Catatonia. So there's a lot of interesting stuff happening, and you somehow manage to keep it all together, even though in the worst case scenario it would be just kind of a weird, disastrous combo.
Yeah.
So what is the magic, how you able to put them all together and sound so good?
Yeah, I think the trick is that we don't think about genres and stuff like that. We just do what we think sounds good. And we have done things that should be like really soft stuff and really hard stuff, but we don't care. We do, if we like it, we do it. And then I think
I have to say also, when you have chemistry like we have in the band, and it feels so natural to us when we do songs, they just come to us and we don't think. And when we do a song and then come to us and do it in 5 minutes, that's it.
That's it.
If you have to over and repeat, try to find a good melody or everything, throw it away. And so
in our mind, I think we're a punk rock band because when we record stuff, we always do it's the first take. Every album you hear with Alfahanne, it's the first take on everything. We don't do retakes or you on the drums, you missed a bit. Fuck off. Who cares?
So you keep it more organic.
Yeah, and keep it very, very simple. It's often my fault that it's very simple. These guys try to do it with some glitter and stuff like that, but I always, no, it's too difficult. We have to do it easier. Narrow it down, easier, make it easier.
Now, I remember when I got your first album, and I was wondering, what the fuck is Alfahanne? Now, that name kind of needs an explanation, especially for people outside Europe, especially when they don't have any idea what the Swedish language is like. So, can you elaborate on that name a little bit?
Yes, I can explain what it is. It's alpha male. It's like a dog pack. In a dog pack, you always have one leader that gets all the girls and eat first. That's
the pack leader.
Pack leader. Yeah, that's Alfahanne.
And you have also that wolf, or is it more like a dog? I don't know. I was always thinking it's kind of like an alpha wolf.
Yeah, on the first.
First album. Yeah, so I think I was thinking it has to be kind of a alpha wolf kind of a thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
okay.
is. Yeah.
But now you also had this. I want to show this. Is really cool. Kind of a skeletal bird creature or whatever. Yeah. So what is this animal theme that you're having? First album you had the wolf, and now you have this weird skeletal looking bird. Yeah. What is this zoology thing?
This one is actually, we come from Eskilstuna in Södermanland in Sweden, and we have what you call it, a weapon or something, a logo for Södermanland. Mm-hmm. And it's this bird, but we have made it a skeleton.
Ah, okay.
It's exactly
so
that.
It's kind of a coat of arms in a skeletal version.
Yeah. So,
why did you choose to go that way? It's kind of a morbid.
Yeah, I don't know. I think from the start, I think it's like from Kent, the Swedish rock band Kent. Yeah. They come from the same town as us.
Okay.
So they used the real bird, Södermanlands bird, and we were just like, no, we're gonna do a dead bird.
It's kind of like a middle finger to the pop rock thing.
Both. Vad heter hyllning?
Celebration.
Yeah, a celebration and like you said.
So it's like almost like flinching your eye a little bit. Okay, winking. Okay, cool.
We do it darker. Yeah.
You definitely have a very, very dark tone with that, but it's also very easy to go with the music. Now, you also have keyboards, which is not so typical for any kind of a punk rock band and stuff like that. It definitely gives an interesting layer once again to the music. What is the role and meaning of keyboards in the music?
To make it thicker. Yeah. And to expand the sound vision.
I think it started because in the rehearsal room I used to play a lot of guitars. But when we came out and played live, I used to skip playing guitar. I just was singing, forgot about playing guitar. So I think it started there, like it's missing a lot of the songs.
Kind of replacing it.
Yeah, so we're replacing stuff with that. Because sometimes I don't play. I don't know why, but it's just a feeling, like, oh.
You go by the gut feeling.
Yeah. And I think these guys got very bored, tired of it, and said, like, we need to have something that's playing all the time.
Now, your songs are very, very catchy and easy to get into, and they definitely go with the kind of a rock and roll style in a way. Yeah. But what kind of bands you listen to get inspired, or which artists are you inspired to begin with?
A lot.
Of course, but a few main ones maybe.
Yeah, main ones.
Always, when I have to say, Dark Throne and
Dark Throne,
and Broder Daniel.
Yeah,
okay,
the Swedish band, and like the Stooges and bands from that area, I guess have a lot of punk. Yeah.
So you're kind of putting together retro rock and also black metal, and that's the Alfahanne secret recipe.
Yeah, I would say, like, to me, Fields of the Nephilim. it's like a Sisters of Mercy,
Yeah.
stuff like that. The Cure.
So there is definitely this kind of a post-goth punk
it is.
thing.
Yeah, you were right there. Yeah.
Okay.
You were.
Now, what about the lyrics? People who have never ever heard you before and now are figuring out, okay, I get the basics of the band and I try to understand what it's all about. Now, what about the lyrics? I remember the first promo copy I got from your first album. Obviously, it was kind of a slipcase of promo. I had no idea what you were singing. So, can you give a little bit of an example what kind of lyrics you're dealing with?
Yeah, I think all the lyrics dealing with the rotten of mankind. That's we are destroying everything that once was good. I think every song is about that. And we.
But why?
Because it's true.
It's a shitty world.
Yeah,
and maybe that's why we have animals. You said,
because,
why do we have so many animals?
Because I think all of us maybe think, but the animals are worth so much more than people because they are not.
Can't second that.
They are not ruined anything, but everything we take on it gets destroyed.
So are you a vegan then?
No, I'm not. So I'm a bad person in that way. But it's no, I don't know what to answer that. It's more like I think that everything we touch, we destroy.
It's kind of inherent in man.
No, yeah.
All right. But you also have this very, very Swedish style. And before I let you answer that, let that sink for a bit. Especially when we're talking about extreme metal, everybody knows what a Swedish style is. But even if you go to bands like ABBA, the very, very mainstream, there's a certain kind of a Swedish melodic thing that you can just like smell it in the air. That the Swedes have been always very fantastic. No matter what genre you start with, you always kind of have the magic touch. And this is something that I've asked some previous Swedish bands as well. Do you know what is the secret to Swedish songwriting because you're so goddamn good at it?
Oh, I have no question.
It's like everybody. Let's
you're from Finland, and I guess we are like the same climate and stuff like that. So you should have it too. But
we don't. We don't.
Okay.
We have always been more like stubborn. Wherever you do it, whether it's about pop music, whether it's about black metal or death metal. I mean, everybody knows soundlight sound, and all that stuff. So it seemed like whatever you're doing, whether it's techno, whether it's rock and roll music, Swedes always keep nailing it.
I think they want to destroy what we call in Sweden jantelagen.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be showing you're nothing.
Okay.
You shouldn't show that you're good at anything. That's so
typical
I think they want to break that wall. But yes, we are good at something, and we want to show that we are good. So I think they struggle to break those jantelag.
Okay.
And then they do it through music. So it's like a liberation from this. And then maybe I don't think it feels like it shouldn't be something.
Yeah, but definitely you're right. So that's a good thing. Now, talking about this rottenness you mentioned, and that being a kind of inspiring thing for you, do you consider yourself to be a negative person for that, or are you exactly the opposite?
No, I'm a negative person. Yeah.
Because you don't really seem like a negative person.
No, I don't know. But in my head, I know that I am not doing anything good at all, actually.
But aren't you actually helping people to just go with the suffering when you're making good music?
Yeah, maybe people get in a mood when they hear our music, but
because it's very energetic.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, they go home and destroy things anyway. So it's like
so it's like you're fucked anyway.
Yeah, we're fucked anyway.
Okay.
So. But but in the meantime, when we're all fucked, let's do some great fucking music and have some fun. Yeah, right.
Now talking about once again the kind of a struggle to find proper genre with you, and here you are, for example, playing at a festival which is mostly known for black metal, and of course when you go tours, I guess a lot of people want to book you with more metallic bands. How do you feel fitting in with those tours and festivals when you're a little bit of the weird kid in the class?
And that's what I was talking about before. It's a problem for us because if we get booked on a black metal tour or festival, we are too soft for the black metal guys. Yeah. And if we have played at mainstream festivals in Sweden,
then you're too dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. So we are always in the middle or some. Yeah. So that's a problem. But in like 20 years, people will get Alfahanne, I'm sure.
We tried to go more to the mainstream festivals, and we felt like we didn't get anything from it.
No.
So then we said, where do we get something from? Yeah, it's more like from the extreme festival. They are more welcoming us. So we focus on that part. So
because our fans is like the ones that likes us, they really loves us. They get it. 100%. Everything we do, they get it. But if you don't get it, we are like, yeah, whatever. I don't get it. It's like blah blah blah. But the ones who get it, they really loves us. And there is a lot of those people also listening to black metal. So we have, like Niklas said, more in common on black metal festivals.
Have you ever met kind of a somewhat similar, maybe not so much musical side, but like other bands that kind of fit your bill? Like, hey, these are the kind of guys or gals who are exactly like our brothers in arms or brothers from another mother, that kind of thing. Have you ever felt similarity with other kind of bands?
I think we always do. Like now, this festival, we met our really good friends in Horna, Toke, and they are like brothers to us, but we don't play the same music.
Yeah.
We get along really well. They get our music, we get their music, but we don't play the same music, but we still have the same. Yeah.
I think we fit good in those festivals because we get good energy when we're at those. When we see the bill when Talk you should play Horna, then we should be there also because we like it. We're surrounded with those people that we know. So.
And I think the audience are not expecting to hear what they hear from Alfahanne as well on this kind of festivals. They think it's gonna be just heavy, but we are like a fresh wind, we say in Sweden.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned Horna, it was interesting to see Spellgoth from Horna to there. But knowing personally the guy for a long time, I was telling to my friends it's the least unexpected guest vocalist, because I mean he comes from a strong rock and roll background, even more than a lot of black metal heads. So to me at the same time it was a nice thing to see, but it was also like of course I should have known and guessed this. So it seems like we're connecting this kind of stuff. But what was the reason to bring him on stage today, for example?
He's such a good fellow, and he sings that song on the album. He do actually the Finnish part of the vocals. So it was the first time he joined us. I know Minnie from Horna. He stepped in when we played at Cello Metal and did
didn't know that one.
Spellgoth part of the song. But now Spellgoth was here, so we took the opportunity. And it was really good having him on stage, of course.
So how do you feel about this kind of collaborations in music in general, like having guest vocals or guest guitar or whatever?
We love it. Alfahanne is, we will always, on every album we do, we will have guest vocalist. It's our way to show appreciation to the ones we have on the album, and I think it's a good, it gets fresh when we use guest vocals on board. And it's always funny when we play together at festivals and hey, you're gonna sing with us today? Yeah. So it's good. I think the audience like it too.
Yeah, definitely.
When it happens,
Now, I've been always a big fan of those kind of collaborations. I've done it myself with my own bands and stuff like that, but sometimes it seems people don't really seem to understand the meaning of this kind of companionship and friendship. But everybody who has been in the scene for quite some time knows that all these kind of loyalties and companionships, that these are like priceless.
Yes.
But that is the kind of a very positive thing versus what you said about negativity. So how much positivity you get out of these kind of
when you put it that way, it's like the mankind is rotten, of course, but it's a lot of good people here that makes me feel better. If you know what I mean. But in the end, I know it's fucked though. But yeah,
About 10 people.
about 10.
Now that is also a curious thing. You've toured a lot, of course, and done a lot of gigs, and you've probably seen so many different festivals to prove this point. Now, a lot of people who are coming outside of extreme metal always seem to think it's gonna be really dark people and they're hateful and resenting just getting drunks and fights. But when you go to these kind of festivals, you don't even see fights and everybody's having a good time. So all this so-called negativity and darkness and stuff like that turns into a positivity. What do you think is the main reason for people like us who are a little bit fucked in the head to actually be really, really enjoying each other and having good time? What do you think?
I don't know. In Sweden we call it lika barn leka bäst. In English it's like what to say? Lika barn leka bäst. Do you know?
I don't know.
No, we share the same
connection to music. So if you see one doing bad stuff, you feel he's connected to me. So and I have to say that always on the metal festivals there are no problems. If you go to a rock festival, there are always fight with girls and boys want to have a girl. But here, I don't see anything of that.
You don't see any girls here.
That's one thing.
Maybe that's the reason. Girls, sorry, you have to go. No, but seriously.
Yeah, I think it's everybody here is here for music and booze. That's it. Go to rock festival. Many people go there to get laid.
Yeah. But everybody knows in black metal you don't get laid.
Yeah, so you can focus on music and beer. Because when I was younger, I saw Morbid Angel at 91 at Bergström Rocken. I was a young dude and I was there only for music. That was my father drove me to concerts to see those because music was my thing. I didn't drink. I used to see extreme metal. I got a lot of energy just seeing that there are like-minded people out there. So, and here I see they do everything, but I know what they're in for. That's nice.
It's like you said, these metal guys or girls. It's good people. It's no problems. It's good people. So yeah, I really enjoy it.
Now, talking about a little bit deeper or more philosophical topics, a lot of people coming from be death metal or thrash metal or black metal, etc., there are always things that comes into politics and religion, which are, of course, in many ways, kind of a number one targets, if you know what I mean. How are these things to you? Do you care about religion or politics or whatever? Or what's the significance to you?
I don't know what to say in that way. It's like I think music is music. It has nothing to do with politics and stuff. Yeah, black metal has something to do with religious and anti-religion. Okay, I get it. But politics, I think, should stay out of music. And I could play with something like this festival. It was like, are you guys really going to play? You're gonna get people gonna think you're a Nazi band, because,
which is fucking weird.
Yeah. But. I don't fucking care about that because it's music. It's extreme music and extreme people here, so I don't care about that at all. I could play at a festival with lefties or righties. I don't fucking care. As long as it's good music, it's good music.
Now, that's something that I've been saying. I could, at the same time, same day, listen to Napalm Death or NSBM band and not give a fuck because, like I said, music comes first. So, if you have to choose good lyrics or good riffs, I guess the answer is rather obvious, but I still want to kind of hear from you.
I said good riffs. I said. Yeah.
Now, if you got to choose one song of all time, like favorite songs, like that what really makes you love music so much.
Temple of Love, Sister of Mercy.
What about you?
Now, if you ask me today, I said Splend with Pest and Oil.
What about you, Niklas?
I always fall back on Slayer. Also, Everything.
I'll leave with Nicholas then. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Also, Rain and Blood. I can't pick any song. That album changed everything for me. When I saw I don't know, just an album, and I have to pick one song. Then I say bye.
Okay.
It's hard to say. Angel of Death.
Very, very good choice. Now, if you got to advertise your own band, like, and now I'm gonna ask you to ignore your latest release because bands always say, yeah, latest album is the best one. Now, but if you had to give it like an advice to the audience, which release or which song they should start checking out Alfahanne, which one you think they should go for with?
Really hard.
Blod eld alfa, you think? Because it's a mix of every album in a way.
Yeah. It's really hard. It's I like the debut album because it's really punky and I say Såld på mörkret. It's a song from that album. But and you know.
Yeah, I think something about that debut album. We had because we thought we have nothing to lose. We just gonna show the middle finger to everyone. So,
yeah.
And we had a certain energy when we did it. So I don't know. Ormar av Satan. He was one when we did the first album. It was the first when we did, and we felt like, yes, this is exactly what we want to do. We want to do a fuck you to everybody. When we did that, when we made it, we just looked at each other and thought, yes, now we know what we're gonna do.
All right, let's play a little bit of our fortune telling before I let you go. Where will Alfahanne be, and what we will be doing in, say, in 2023, 2024? Let's not go into 10 years, but next couple of years maybe.
Yeah, we are currently working on a new album, so hopefully we will finish that album and be out playing on that album. I guess, yeah.
If you had like one place you could choose from all the places on Earth, let's not include Moon or Mars or anything like that, but one place, one venue, or one country, one city you can choose to do a show, like the best thing ever, what place that would be? Any dreams?
Hyvinkää.
Of all the places, but still first Hyvinkää, yeah.
No, I want to go to South America, like...
Come to Brazil,
come to Brazil, exactly, Brazil maybe.
Okay.
I think those kind of people, I think they will give everything.
I'm very sure of it. What about you? What kind of dreams you would have if you could place one venue or one city or whatever?
I mean, I loved the Vacker. It was super. So maybe that one more time.
What about
10
you,
more
Nicholas?
times.
10 more times. Main stage.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know. Roskilde would.
Yeah.
So that would. I don't know.
Denmark.
Roskilde. It feels like.
It's more of a mainstream festival.
Yeah.
But,
you would definitely fit it though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so I feel like something on the Roskilde would be nice.
All right, so this is the cue for us to let these fine gentlemen go. Now, check out some of the songs they gave you idea of, which they mentioned, and you people who might be actually booking some shows, get these guys on stage and let them let you and the audience feel their energy. This is Alfahanne. Check out their music and go see them live. They are really that good. Rauta recommending. This is Steelfest 2022. Good times and bye-bye.
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 Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket. Kiitos.
All right, I hope you will have a good festival
Yeah, it was.
and enjoy some friends and booze.
Yeah, we're gonna see Tokyo.